We are back with another video. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I know. It's been a while. We're going to go ahead and make another video. This one's going to be OMEN Oneway split smokes. Again, it's going to be quick. It's going to be really easy to follow. A lot of timestamp below so that you can jump around in the video. As much as I want to keep this going, make sure if you do like the video, give it a like, comment down below what you enjoyed, what you found helpful, and of course, give me a subscribe because we just hit past 600. Now we're trying to get 700 to 1,000. Anyway, let's get started with this video. Okay, now obviously when I make Omen guides, it's tend to focus on offense. So this time the one-way smokes are gonna be defensive side, and that's gonna be the one-way smokes that you use when defending split. So for the first one that you're gonna do is essentially gonna be right here. They're gonna be floating right on top. You're gonna aim somewhere in this wall. Now I suggest if you're just doing this for the first time and you're not used to it, press R when you're in the smoke mode so that you're actually using the clear vision of it. And you're gonna just put it right there, see when it's red and the shadow of the square box is right there. All you're gonna do now is basically drop that about that height right over here, and then you can see that people are gonna be coming in from here, and they're not gonna be seeing people until they're kind of halfway out, right? So if you're playing long, right over here, check them toes. Check them toes right over here. Those are easy kills if they are deciding to rush in and push through that one-way smoke. Now, if they're rushing a ramp or you just want to defend a ramp from pushes, what you can do is actually put a smoke right here on top of this ledge. All you're going to do, again, clear vision, put it right on top where you can see it turn red, and it's also on top of that ledge. All you're going to do now is throw it out. You're going to see all the footsteps, all the toes that you need to get these kills here. And when they push through, obviously, well, they don't see anything. You don't see you popping up on top of the box. Nothing here until they really commit. And then, well, now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of angles to check when they peek that wide. Now, let's say you decide you want to play A heaven, right? A ramp is too much for you. You can't handle it. Well, look, there's also a ledge here. That means you can also put a one-way smoke right over here. All you're going to do now is make sure that it goes right on top of that ledge, a little bit deep inside it, and then you're just going to throw it out. And then now you can check for toes. Now obviously this is not a one-way unless they're actually pushing the door. If they're just on the ramp, they can still see you, so just be careful of that. Alright, it's not me that you die to, just in case. Alright, this is not my fault. If they're pushing through the door, yes, it's a one-way. Now if they're looking from the ramp, you should hit your shots. Okay, now let's talk about the mid side. So the first one is going to be on this market side. You're going to put the smoke right here on the edge right over here. Again, before that barrier even comes down, you can set this up and use the clear vision or version of this smoke. Anyway, put it right at the edge, wait for the red sign right over here, and now all you're going to do once you find that spot, just toss it right over there. It doesn't have to be red, it just has to be on that edge. Now you can see that when they peek you, it's literally going to be smokes blocking them. But again, it's all about the toes because it's one way. Once you see them toes, get a free kill, maybe two for a collab. Now let's move on to the second one. That's going to be right here on top of this box. So again, you're going to play heaven this time, and then again, you don't need the clear vision for this one. This is actually way easier if you don't even peek it because it's safer, as long as it's on top of that box. So when you put it on top of that box, you can have a small one-way right over. Use the dark version so it's easier for you to have cover when you put the smoke out. Move closer to the edge, back and forth until you have the spot. And all you got to do now, just toss it, wait for the one-way, and then again, look for the toes. Again, it's pretty discreet. It's kind of hard. They have to be really close to the box. But again, it's still a one smoke when people push you. Get them toes for a free kill down mid. Okay, now for B, I'm going to be honest with you. I had trouble finding one-ways here. I can only find one, and that's going to be floating right at the exit right here at the choke point of garage. So use again the lighter version of it, the see-through, because it's way easier, at least for me, to land it. All you're gonna do now is gonna aim right at the bottom of the roof of this garage choke point. Once you see that arrow go on top, right below the roof, right over here, all you're gonna do now is toss it, and then, well, voila, look at that one way. Now, I do have to make sure to tell you this. This is not a one way if you're peeking from this side. This only becomes a one way if you're peeking from here or from heaven, right? Because when people push through, they have to push through the smoke so that they're blinded by the smoke because it's head level, and then that's when you can see their toes while they can't see yours, and that's when you can get the kill. Do not peek it right here across unless you're on top of this box right over here where they can't see your toes and you can still see them if they do push through, or if you're on top of this box as Omen where again they push through and you can see their toes right before they can see you. And again, this is kind of a less obvious spot. People don't really peek this if they are pushing through. Don't blame me if you're not. I warned you, this is not a one way right here. Only at the corners at heaven right over here or right at this side. Okay? I'm just saying. Now let's get to the outro. That about does it for this split one-way smoke for Omen. Hopefully you guys found it helpful, and again, if you do, leave a like down below. Comment what you liked, what you didn't like, what you learned, what you could have already learned that I didn't know. Anyway, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We passed 600 just a few days ago, and now we're trying to hit 700. And of course, if you want to see more live Valorant content, again, click the Twitch channel below, give me a follow so that you can see some live Valorant content, high gameplay, sometimes low lights, but it's pretty funny. So you best of both worlds. Hope you see you there. Have a good one.